It's the #1 show in the streets. Hood Rich Radio with DJ Scream.
Hood Rich Radio. We live, you know what it is. DJ Scream, Amber J, Princess Cut, Moran, what's up? And we got Mood Dills in the building with us right now. What's up, Mood Dills?
What's up,
Welcome
Scream?
to Hood Rich Radio.
It's a blessing. I can't call it collect, man. You know
All
what I mean? I'm happy to be here.
Introduce yourself to everybody. Let them know who you are, what you about, what you represent, what you stand for, all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
man, I'm Mood Dills, MUDILLS, man. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, Brick City, man.
Okay.
I'm all wearing ATL, man. I'm rocking with my boy DJ Scream, man. And we just getting this stuff done.
Oh,
and the beautiful Amber.
Come on. My name Amber. Yeah.
Amber J. And
I'm Princess Cut.
Amber J and Princess Cut up in here. Y'all know how it's going
You
down.
icy too. What's up?
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, I see you.
I try to be.
That's all good, man. That's all good. So tell us about Mood Dills and what separates you from the, the millions of other rappers out there, man. Holla at us.
Well, man, with me, I just tell my story, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's probably 100 other people telling their story, but we all got different stories. So that's what separates me is I just got a different story than the next person. You know what I'm saying? But and I also just like to make good music, man. I like to rap and I like to make music for people that like what I do. You know what I mean? But overall, I just tell my story, man. And sometimes I get real creative on songs, but for the most part, I tell my life. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, absolutely. So we talk about Newark, New Jersey, man.
Yeah.
The first name that comes to mind for me as far as a legend goes is Redman. And one of the first people representing Newark, New Jersey on wax. You know what I'm saying? Tell us about the whole rap scene and the element of hip hop there.
As far as Newark.
Yeah.
Well, Newark, like you had dudes
You
that
said
was
totally different. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we say
I
Newark.
literally was about to say. I literally was about to say. Wait, Newark? How you say it? Newark.
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 Yeah.
Newark.
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 Like pork. Newark.
Oh, like pork. Newark. Newark.
Yeah.
Newark. Okay, got you.
So in my city, like you had people like Lords of the Underground.
Yeah, shouts to Lords of the Underground.
Who did their thing. Redman.
The Fugees were.
Yeah, the Fugees was from Jersey. They was from North. Clef. Yeah, I think Clef was from Irvington or something like that. It's like the same.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so the Fugees did their thing, but shout out to Lauryn Hill and everything like that. So I always tell a story like back in the day when Lauryn Hill was doing her album, she was recording it in her house, and I was a little kid. And if you know on Lauryn Hill album, they had like kids talking and like
what?
And we
Fall out Mood Dills a legend.
I ain't a legend because I got kicked out the room.
Oh yeah,
because I was
you
bad.
Were almost a legend.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
was
still
like, get him
You
out of
still
here.
was there, though.
Person, get him out of here. But I was there when she was recording that.
Wow,
that day,
that's crazy.
So that was crazy, yeah. But just like from Jersey, I feel like the Fugees, they did it the biggest. Lauryn Hill and all that. So and besides that, you got a lot of cats now coming out of Jersey doing their thing. You got Albie Al, he out in Jersey City. You got Arsenal, he from Newark, he from the Weekway section. You got Big Suge, you got Chad B, you got a few other dudes from the city that's doing their thing too.
Okay.
Man, so.
Nice. That's what's up.
Absolutely. So what brings you to the A-Town?
You, man.
What about the strippers?
Yeah, strippers too.
You know the strippers and the chicken wings.
I was hungover the other night, man. We did big shout out to my man Smurf, man, my man DJ Mono too, and everything like that. We
Where'd
hit
you
up
go?
a few strip clubs.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot the name of all of them, yo.
Blue Flame, maybe Magic City.
Might have been Blue
Onyx,
Flame.
Follies.
Y'all remember
You into all of them?
spots? I don't remember them names.
Y'all
man.
must have been faded. I need to party with y'all.
Nah, I don't remember all the names, but it was definitely lit though. They played the record in there on the floor
yeah.
what we here for. You know what I'm saying? It was spinning,
was
it
the
turned up,
reaction?
and then I performed and it was dope.
Yeah,
it was more than what I expected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It was lit. It was lit up in there.
Good.
Word.
So we were just having a debate, man. Drunk sex versus high sex, man. Which one is better, drunk sex?
I prefer drunk sex.
Come on now.
Oh, that's a tiebreaker right there.
I don't think nobody
Now
like
tell
I'm
me
going to
and
get
the
some
best
weed.
and the best part after is to smoke after the sex. Once you wind it down.
Once you wind it down or go to sleep. Either one.
Either way.
You know when you drunk, you like I'm about to take it down.
Yeah,
So,
it's
you know
over.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather some liquor though. Yeah, I'd rather some liquor. Some
You a
Remy.
brown or white one?
I'm brown.
Brown all day.
Remy 1738.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
1738.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, but I prefer drunk sex.
So talk to us about the struggles of a lot of people say that even though like Jersey is really close to New York, that it's harder to even break into New York because I guess, I don't know if they're protective of the culture, the area, or whatever. But talk to us a little bit about that because a lot of artists from Jersey say like, yo, we have to go to Philly and other places to kind of get love. New York is tough on us.
Well, that's actually the truth. You see, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like the look you would give me, you probably wouldn't get that over there. You know what I'm saying? Why? I don't know. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you say you're from Jersey, people think you're from New York, and we, you know, we not from New York. So, and you know, I can't really tell you why. You know what I mean? I just know that that's the truth, and it's a fact that happens. You know what I'm saying? Where you would do something with a DJ, and they'd be like, "Yo, I'll play a record." They'd play not even 20 seconds on your song. It's like nobody don't even know what happened. And then you'll hear somebody that's from Brooklyn or something. They song might not even be as lit as yours, but they'll play the whole joint from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you can call that bias. I guess, you know what I'm saying? But really, I don't know the schematics of the whole thing. I don't know what, you know, why it's the way it is like that, but that's just the way it is.
What's the spot in New York or somewhere in Jersey like here if your record get popping at, you know, Blue Flame, Magic City or certain clubs, you know, you like, I'm popping now, like I got something going. What's the spot in New York or anywhere in Jersey where you know you can take your record and if it get popping, you know you got something?
I always tell people it's rough in Jersey because Jersey we don't have no major radio. We don't have no major radio outlets. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I say if you popping in Jersey, my popping is like you performing at Devil Stadium, NJ Pack, you know what I mean? Different spots like that, you know what I mean? Just the spot down, what's that spot down by the park right there? Everybody go to? I forgot the name of it. Symphony Hall, you know what I'm saying? Spots like that. As far as clubs, the clubs ain't that big, you know what I'm saying? Jersey is pretty much small, you know what I mean? So usually Jersey artists got to break into other markets, you know what I mean, to make it pop like that. You know what I mean?
Have you always been strictly like studio and music, or have you ever done like some battle rapping too?
I ain't never really was into battle rapping. That wasn't never my thing. I jumped straight into records. Like my first radio record I had was with Lil' Kim. Okay. So it was Lil' Kim titled Rain Check. It was like #2 record added to radio, over 1,000 commercial spins, and actually Shakim Kapir that I was working with Latifah, and I was a youngin' then. I didn't realize what actually was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like. And so he has negotiated that, him and Mark and all of them, and I did the record with Lil' Kim. So I jumped straight to, you know, dropping mixtapes or doing a record with Lil' Kim. You know what I mean? Then the record was moving. I ended up going to jail for 3 years. So I'm kind of back off of that. You know what I mean?
How was it working with Kim?
Man, it was dope. Actually, we wasn't in the studio, but we was at the Perfect Holiday movie release party around that time, and we was kicking it and stuff like that. They introduced me to Cat Williams and all these other dudes.
Nice.
So I'm a young dude straight out the hood. I'm like, oh, it's Cat Williams. This Charlie Murphy. I actually met Charlie Murphy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, rest in peace to Charlie Murphy. You know what I mean? So that was a blessing for me at that time, jumping straight into the game like that. You know what I mean? Then when I got out, I just hooked up with I did a joint with me and O'Malley, and me and O'Malley dropped the track titled In the Way, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I filmed the video out here too, you know what I mean? So that was a blessing. So besides that, I never been really into battling.
Okay, got you. Now, who do y'all champion for in sports? Like, who do people from New York like get behind and rally behind in the sports?
Yeah, they took our team, man.
Yeah,
I told you, they took our team. We had the New Jersey Nets, man.
They did.
I love Jersey.
I ain't mad about Brooklyn, but I'm like, damn, y'all took our team, man. And we went to the finals, man. We lost to Kobe, but we went to the finals, you know what I'm saying? So it was the Nets, you know what I mean? And I don't watch hockey, you know what I'm saying? We got the New Jersey Devils, and I ain't into hockey, so, you know. But besides that, we ain't really got no sports teams, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm rocking with the Cavs.
So you gonna put your money on the Cavs?
Yeah, I put my money on the Cavs.
Yeah, that ain't what the city do. That's just what you do.
That's what I do. I might lose a little bit because they ain't looking too tough right now.
Yeah, LeBron, you gonna
it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But nah, as far as like teams in Jersey, we don't have no teams. The team we had for basketball was the Nets, and that's they dubbed that.
Now, I love coming to the East Coast, New York, New Jersey, Philly, and all that stuff, but I have one frustration, man.
What?
Sometimes the food is just not like the food in Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get good down here. Like, I've caught some good spots, some good pizza, cheese, you know, whatever, right? But what do you recommend somebody like us from the South do when we come up top to eat, man? You know what I'm saying? To have that comparable eating experience.
Well, the cameraman has a recommendation.
Say it again?
Chess House on Broad Street.
What do they sell? Soul food.
Oh yeah, okay. All right.
I like pizza, so I I forgot the name of this pizza spot downtown that we ordered from. They give you these big boxes of pizza. Well, I don't eat meat, so like ain't much I eat. Yeah, like I had just went vegan. I was like, yo, I don't want to eat none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't too much I eat no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I be in the house whipping up black beans.
How long have you stopped eating meat?
Yeah, it's been red meat. It been like over 10 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it been like over 10 years, but like chicken and all that, it probably been like a little over a year.
I say you cook a lot.
Huh?
You cook a lot.
Well, women cook for me.
Clear.
Just keeping it real.
Thank you.
Just keeping it real. My
clear.
Women cook for me, but I ain't the best chef. But as long as there's women on the earth, you know.
So if a woman can't cook, is that a deal breaker?
Yes.
Pretty much for me.
For everybody.
Pretty much for me.
Yeah.
Don't let them tell you otherwise.
I want to get son chefed up for me. You know, I don't eat much.
Word.
Yeah,
So you were saying earlier that you've been incarcerated before.
Yeah.
Shouts to the homie Meek Mill. He's incarcerated now. We heard a couple of interviews just saying that he felt like he was getting wiser in there.
Yeah.
He was just kind of trying to talk about. There's no pros with being incarcerated, but he was just saying I had to sit down for a reason. Will you say you learned anything or got wiser on your stay of incarceration?
I look at it. People say there's no pros in incarceration. It's not a good thing to get incarcerated, but you got to find the pro in it. So I try to find the blessings in all negative and positive situations. If it's a negative situation, I try to find the blessing in that. So for me, my blessing was learning and having patience and being able to deal with certain things that I wasn't able to deal with before. Where before, my tolerance level might be a little bit lower, whereas before it's like, yo, you can't move when you want to move or do certain things you want to do. And then I had time to sit down and read and learn certain things, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about what you do when you in there. I mean, it ain't no good thing to be in there because the system is crazy, you know what I'm saying? They be giving people mad time for nothing, like, you know what I'm saying?
And it's easy for them to try to get you back in there, too.
Yeah, they try to get you back in. They try to give you parole. Man. It just be crazy, you know what I'm saying? It be a crazy system, but like I say, I try to find the blessings in anything I do. It don't matter if it's a bad thing or a good thing. If it's a negative thing, I try to my best to find the blessing in it because I believe, I believe in what I envision and think. I believe I create that, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I'm finding negative out of a negative situation all the time, then that's what I'm going to create for myself. So I just try to find the blessing in everything, man. And actually, my blessing was just having patience and being able to think clear. Like I used to drink a lot, do drugs, and you know what I mean? When I got out, I wasn't even smoking weed no more, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So it was all right for me, you know, it gave me a little clarity. You know what I mean? Some people come out worse, but it is what it is.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. That's what it is, man. Well, you got a record out right now. Talk about that. Introduce it. We're gonna get into it, dog.
Yeah, man. We got the new record on the floor right now, man. I was just out here filming for it. That's what I was doing. Halo was filming a video for it. Yandy hooked me up with Halo. Big shout out to Yandy Smith out of New York. Yeah, Yandy hooked me up with him. And so we just did the vid for it, and we just pushing the record, getting it going. I just dropped the record before that. Hater Blockers, over 500,000 streams on Spotify and moving. You know what I'm saying? So we just working right now, but we gonna get into this on the floor record, man.
And final words of inspiration for the people in the streets. Talk to them.
Yo, for the people in the streets, man, like I just told you prior to this, man, try to find a blessing out of everything you do, man. You know what I'm saying? If you struggling in the streets and you ain't getting the money you supposed to get, the blessing is that when you get it, you would know how it felt to struggle not to have it. So you just got to find the blessings in all negative situations, man. You got to find your blessings in that, man, and continue to move forward.
Great advice. That was great.
Hey. Hood Rich Radio, man. It's
Hood Rich Radio.
On the streets. Salute. Keep us locked.
Yeah.
It's Hood Rich Radio. You better not change the station.